Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth. When I tell you my head look a fool, when I say my head looks the fool, that's why I keep wearing this hat because I need to go get my hair cut, but I'm just being lazy. I hate getting my hair cut. I love the way I look after I get my hair cut, but I just hate getting my hair cut. Girl. But I have to go because, girl, honey, my head almost looked like Lil Wayne's underneath this hat. Have y'all seen how Lil Wayne head look? Yeah. That's how my head almost looked basically. um it don't look that bad. It don't look that bad. All right, let's go ahead and get into the mess. I wanted to talk about this father who cut up and did the fool at one of the local schools. All right. Now I'm not gonna play the video. There's some kids in the video, but if you haven't seen the video, I'm sure you probably have. But if you haven't, I'll put the link to the video so you can see it. So basically, this is according to the Shade Room. Investigation launched after a viral video shows parent threatening students on a school bus after he claims his child was hit by another student. So an investigation has been launched after a video shows a parent screaming and threatening children on a school bus after he claims his child was hit by one of the other students. According to Wave 3 News, the incident took place in Louisville, Kentucky, and occurred on Friday as the students were on the bus on their way home from Carter Elementary School. While making a stop, the video showed a man yelling at the children on the bus, threatening to flip this whole bus, if they were to touch his daughter again. A young girl who is assumed to be the man's daughter was also present with him at the time. There was also another man present as he held the parent back from the children as some of them began to scream and cry at the moment. I guess in the moment, they put at the moment. The school's principal, Jamie Wyman, sent an email to parents following the incident informing them about what happened. She reassured that the bus driver was directed to take the students back to the school without making any additional stops. And once at the school, the students waited until Louisville Metro Police Department and Jefferson Public School County Security arrived. In the letter, Principal Wyman shared, now they're going to make you go to the Shade Room link. Let me go to the Shade Room link. They make me sick. Hold up. In the letter, Principal Wyman also shared that the people were ushered off of the bus, but followed the bus in the vehicle. The students reported seeing a gun as they followed the bus. Parents were encouraged to talk about the incident with their children and also to reach out to the school's counselors, who was also available to speak about the incident. Basically, at the moment, there were no arrests made in connection to the incident. He also came back. Let me read this part. I'll put the link to the Shade Room article so you can see it. He basically came back and apologized. He says, "My child was being bullied last year. School has been notified. Parent have been notified. Nobody has done nothing about it. Excuse me." He continued to share that 3 days until the school year, his child was being bullied once again by the same person. King says he tried to handle the situation with the school and the parent, and no one did anything about the situation. He says his daughter was jumped on the school bus and ended up with a knot on her head. "I could have said things differently, but I let my emotions and frustration and anger get the best of me. I'm pretty sure with anybody with kids, they would too." He made clear that the whole incident is due to bullying, and with no resolution, he questioned, "What are you left to do?" And basically, he apologized. All right, so this is the thing. Okay, let's just have some kitchen table talk. We're gonna have some kitchen table talk, and we just gonna lay it out there, okay? Do I think that, especially if he had a gun, that's definitely too much? You know, people do expect when we're the adults that we, should have better control of our emotions and anger, and that because we are the adults, that we should be able to handle the situation um, better, especially when it's kids involved. And I agree with that. I agree with that. Right? We should be able to control ourselves, especially when you compare an adult to a kid. And I think that he could have went about this a better way. But maybe I'm a little triggered by this because of my experiences that I had when I was in school. So I completely understand how it feels to be bullied firsthand, and it's not fun. The only difference between this person, I never really told my family. So, like, they only really know about this stuff if they watch my videos. I never really told my family what was going on when I was in school. I pretty much kind of just kept it to myself, right? It's not fun being bullied. Some of y'all kids are bad as hell. Some of you don't want to accept that your kids are bad as hell and that they're pretty much little terrorists. I can understand if this had happened the way that this man claims it had happened, that his daughter has been bullied since last year, and now she got a knot on her head, even though he is the adult, and even though more is expected from him. I can understand how this happened. I'm not saying that he shouldn't have had better control of his emotions, because he should have. However, nobody wants to see their children being picked on. I remember when Tatum first started, that's my niece. I don't have any kids. That's my niece. When she was in kindergarten, I think, my sister tells me that her teacher tells her that basically it's a little boy in class basically hitting her and like pulling at her hair. And they called the boy the Hulk because of his size. And I remember getting on here telling y'all this story. And I remember telling my sister, they better tell that little big motherfucker to leave my niece alone. Yes, that little big motherfucker to leave my niece alone. And I remember some of you were telling me that, oh, because, and this is the thing, this is what I think that, not I think I know, that we have been taught, what we have been socialized to believe, that when a boy hits on a little girl, that means that he likes you. He likes you. Not realizing that y'all really are raising abusers. That, I haven't read that anywhere. That's just something that I told myself. Because you know what the real gag is, and we're going to get back to this story. You know what the real gag is? Like, you never hear, if a boy hits a boy, y'all not going to say, oh, he just likes you. We know y'all not going to say that. If a boy hits another boy, y'all not going to say, oh, well, maybe he just likes you. If a girl hits a girl, y'all not going to say, well, maybe she just likes you. Hell, if a girl hits a boy, you're not going to say, maybe she just likes you. A lot of you are going to tell your sons and daughters, right? If somebody hits you, you better hit them back, right? But when it comes to boys hitting girls, Y'all change up the rules, and then it's, oh, well, maybe he just likes her. No, maybe he gonna get his ass whooped. And then y'all wonder why these women grow up like Michelle A and thinks that if a man hit on her, that means that he loves her. Or if he is not beating on her, then that means that he doesn't love her. I ain't read to no word. That's just my own theory. I'm not saying a man is right, but I'm not saying he wrong. I'm saying I understand. And I think that some of you need to have a better, some of you need to brush up on your parenting. Some of you need to accept that your kids are terrorists at the local elementary school, at the local high school, at the local middle school. Yeah, yeah. And then y'all wonder why in some cases, I'm not saying every case. I'm not talking about those situations where you have that crazy ass white boy who got rejected by one of the girls and he went to school and shot the whole school up. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about these kids who have been terrorized by y'all sons and daughters since elementary school, middle school, and then y'all wonder why y'all turn on the news and girl, they done went to the school and girl, it's smoke. Yeah. I'm not saying it's right, but girl, y'all gonna have to learn how to tell y'all kids to leave people alone. Because some of these kids snap and then everybody sits back and wonders what happened. Your kid is what happened. All right. What else we talking about? Oh, I know who I wanted to talk about. Shia LaBeouf. Listen to this. This is a hot mess. Shia LaBeouf, is that his name? He used to be so fine to me. Used to be. Says he hurt a lot of people in wake of FKA Twigs abuse allegations. So this is according to yahoo.com. So actor Shia LaBeouf is speaking out about the allegations of abuse brought against him by his ex-girlfriend, musician FKA Twigs, excuse me, which were first made public in a 2020 interview with the New York Times. In a 2-hour appearance on John Girl, I'll be messing these people names up. He did an appearance on a podcast, The Real Ones. LaBeouf did not name the artist, whose real name is Talia Barnett, but he told the podcast host, "I hurt that woman." He added that in the process of hurting Barnett, who he met when they worked together on his film Honey Boy, he hurt many other people and many other people before that woman. I was pleasure-seeking, selfish, self-centered, dishonest, inconsiderate, fearful human being, saying he effed up bad. I hurt a lot of people, and I'm fully aware of that. And I'm going to owe for the rest of my life. LaBeouf, who is now a father, I did not know he had a kid, is now a father to a daughter with partner Mia Goth. Girl. When I tell you, babe, one thing about it, two things. I think we have to. One thing about it, you could be one of the worst men walking around. You still gonna have access to pussy. You still gonna have a woman. It's gonna be a woman out there that's still gonna take you, and then have a baby with you. Okay, and then get a baby your last name. Okay. Mia Goth, who shared that he cheated on every woman I've ever been with. Is he still with her? Because the way that they said with partner. So I'm assuming he's still with her. I also shared that he cheated on every woman I've ever been with and didn't notify sexual partners about getting cold sores, adding that he has a long list of people that I need to make amends to. Without using her name, he referred to Barnett as a saint and said she saved my effing life. Girl, if I was FKA Twigs, I would have said, nigga, fuck you. Had she not intervened in my life and not created the avenue for me to experience ego death, I'd either have a really mediocre existence or I'd be dead in full. However, then the allegations first surfaced, his immediate reaction was thoughts of suicide, determining that he was going to kill himself. And it's a long article. I'm not going to read all this. This is a lot. But y'all get what I'm trying to say. Basically, it sounded like he around her passing out STDs. Let me just say something. In a perfect world, everybody would be responsible. And if you wanted to hoe and be a slut and have one night stands, you would wrap it up. But we know that's not the reality. People have sex. People have one night stands. People don't use condoms. Sometimes people catch STDs, STIs, and all of the above, right? Yes, people should be responsible, right? With that being said, if you know that you got something going on with you, you ain't the only one, first of all. Second of all, if you know you got something going on, if you know, it's one thing if you just don't know. But you walking around here with cold sores, and you probably know what's going on, just passing out the heebie-jeebies, and you're not making your sexual partners aware of anything, it's fucked up. And it's wrong. No matter how you try to slice it and dice it. Again, it's one thing if you don't know, I guess you can't do nothing about something that you don't know. I'm talking about if you know and you are laying down with someone and you are having sex and you are not letting these people know. And yes, again, people should be responsible. And I'm going to get into that in a little bit. And you are not letting people know, you're dead ass wrong. I think that also brings me to my next point. People, we are responsible for our own health. And that's just what it comes down to. And ain't nobody that's going to look out for you like you're going to look out for you. And the truth of the matter is, even when people know that they may have something, they're not telling you. And that's just what it comes down to. You know, I used to always talk about Cardi B. It's almost like at some point you have to take responsibility for your own self. And you can't keep blaming everybody else. Cardi B know her nigga ain't shit. Offset been out here slanging dick everywhere. Khloe Kardashian know Tristan ain't shit. He been out here slanging dick everywhere. Y'all get with these men, right? You know they out here throwing dick around town, and they come back and stick it inside of you. Look at Letitia on Bell Collective. She done said she done gave her husband 17 times. I don't know if that's 17 times of cheating, but he out here having sex with a woman unprotected and then coming back at home and having sex with her unprotected. At some point, I'm going to look at you like you dumb. You see what I'm saying? It's one thing for you to think that you're in a monogamous relationship and you are in a faithful relationship, and then it's another thing for you to find out that your nigga ain't shit and you're still letting him come inside of you. And you know he out here slanging dick. And you know it's shit in these streets. That's what I'm saying. At some point, you have to be responsible for your own health. We can point the finger, but at some point in life, you are responsible for your own health, and ain't nobody gonna look out for you like you gonna look out for you. Okay? Yes, Shia LaBeouf is dead ass wrong, and he need his ass whooped. But with this information out here, let me tell y'all something. With this information out here that Shia LaBeouf has told us, any woman who lays down with Shia LaBeouf or whatever his name is, you a goddamn fool. You shouldn't trust nothing that comes out of his mouth. I don't give a damn how much he say he been saved and girl, he been baptized in the Mississippi River. It don't matter. He done showed his ass. You know what he owned, and you shouldn't trust him. If you know what Shia was out here doing, if the nigga walk up to your face, you better tell him poof, be gone. Okay? Woo wee. Mm-mm. Girl, be careful, y'all. Just look out for yourselves, and that's all I'm saying. And stop sleeping with people when you know you got something and don't tell them. Your ass can end up in jail one, okay? DaBaby cancels arena concert in New Orleans after selling less than 500 tickets. Some tickets were on sale, for as low as $35. Neighbors, it seems it's like the people in NOLA are not messing with DaBaby. According to NOLA News, DaBaby's upcoming concert in New Orleans has been canceled due to low ticket sales. The concert was scheduled for Friday, September the 2nd at the Smoothie King Center. The arena, which can hold up to 14,000, would have been super empty for the concert because less than 500 tickets were sold. Girl, he should have went to the local arena. Girl, the advance tickets, oh girl, either the high school gymnasium. Girl, it sound like DaBaby. It sound like DaBaby not on that level to. Girl, DaBaby, you feeling yourself because you should have been at the local high school gym. The advance tickets were being sold as low as $35. Due to the low turnout, the promoter decided to axe the concert. This was the only concert DaBaby had scheduled for Showtime, with his next American show not being scheduled until November. The concert is still listed on the website, but Ticketmaster has already stopped all sales of tickets. Ooh, girl. That's horrible, child. That's horrible. Girl, of course, the game was in Hollywood Unlocked talking about he's a millionaire, he made it out of the hood, and is providing for his family. Nobody in these comments hating could pack a living room with fans. Internet really be having y'all feeling godly. Well, girl, the people on the internet ain't really like, girl, they don't do nothing to pack up their living room with fans. Girl, like, girl, I could pack my living room up with fans, but girl, I'm not no celebrity. I'm not trying to pack no stadium up either. You know what I'm saying? One thing about it, two things for sure, baby. The niggas gonna come out here and defend each other, okay? Internet be having y'all feeling godly. No, 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 no. Girl, DaBaby is walking around here feeling godly or thinking he Beyonce. If you got it, you got it. If you don't, you don't. Because Beyonce could come out tomorrow and say she going on tour. And bitch, I can guarantee you that whole goddamn Toyota Center gonna be filled up by Saturday night. Okay, because I'm telling you right now, bitch, baby, because the girls so dumb over Beyonce, honey. The girls, baby, it's the 30th. The rent is due in a couple of days. The girls not gonna pay their rent to come see Beyonce. I guarantee that Toyota Center, girl, that's right around the corner. Girl, she gonna be full. She could come out tonight and say, girl, I'm doing a surprise concert in Houston, Texas, Toyota Center. Tickets are $1,000. Meet and greets are $3,572.13. Girl, she's gonna sell. Girl, DaBaby not gonna sell. The baby was feeling himself. He thought that he was gonna go to that $14,000 seat arena and fill up them seats. And the kids said, girl, not I. Girl, I'm not going. Nikki gonna fill up the arena, okay? Some of the girls gonna fill it up. Some of the girls can fill it up. Some of the girls can fill it up. I think you have to know. I think you have to know. That's the thing. You have to know what you're capable of doing, right? DaBaby might, and this is no tea, no shade. Like, Fantasia not gonna fill up no Toyota Center. She'll fill up, Arena Theater. For the people don't know, that's like a little theater here in Houston. She'll fill up the Arena Theater. Erica Badu not gonna fill up the Toyota Center, but she'll fill up the Arena Theater. I think you have to know who your audience is and, girl, what you are capable of doing. Everybody not capable of filling up a whole goddamn stadium, and that's just what it is. Only a few girls who can really fill up stadiums like that by themselves. A few. You know what I'm saying? Pink, Ree, them the girls who've been to the Toyota Center. Anyways. Oh my God. Sha'Carri Richardson defeats Olympic champ Elaine Thomas Hera to win the women's 100 meter. So it says that Sha'Carri Richardson, who has not appeared in competition since the end of June, ran against Olympic champion Elaine Thompson and came in first place, winning the 100 meter at the athletic meet on Tuesday. Even with the track being wet, girl, how did they run on a wet track? Girl, I wish I would. Even with the track being wet, Richardson managed to win with 11.29 seconds, ooh, just 0.01 seconds ahead of the Jamaican double Olympic champion. Richardson took to her Twitter account to share a few things about her confidence. Never have I talked mess about anyone else. I just have confidence in myself and always big up myself. After only 2 years professional, that's all I've been. So don't mix up the two. You know what? I can't even get mad at that. I don't keep up with her, but if all she do is hype up herself and don't talk shit about nobody else, you really shouldn't be mad at nothing that she say. If that girl wanna, gas herself up, let her gas herself up. She not talking down to nobody else. Sha'Carri Richardson, somebody tweeted this out. Sha'Carri Richardson beat the fastest girl in the world today and ain't getting no love from it. That's crazy. That is crazy. Shout out to her. Shout out to Miss Richardson, honey. Who is this? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Twitter reacts to Conor McGregor quickly deleting intimate video from his IG story. Girl, and his late is the latest celeb to accidentally post an intimate video online. Like anytime I see y'all posting pictures of y'all getting y'all dick sucked online, I always think y'all ain't got y'all dick sucked in a long time, or it's your first time. Cause like to me, like somebody like Conor McGregor, I would assume that he probably has women throwing themselves at him all the time. So why, like, like, either she ain't sucking dick right, because if I'm getting head and it's good, the last thing I'm trying to do is pick my goddamn phone up. Okay?